part, which is the last part of chapter number 6, Changes Around Us. In part 1 video, we studied about reversible and irreversible changes. So today we will study about physical and chemical changes. Today we will study about physical and chemical changes. Physical changes. It is the change in the form of state of a substance but not in chemical identity. Means its chemical identity is not changing. No new substance is formed and most of the physical changes are reversible. Here you can see two examples are there: breaking a log of wood and folding paper. Will clearly make this two example will clear your what is physical change. This folding of paper, you can paper plane has been made, and when you open this paper plane, you can get back the paper. This is all about your this is about your physical change. Now, all physical and chemical changes are further classified as there are four classifications. First one is slow and fast changes. Second, desirable and undesirable changes. Third, periodic and non-periodic changes. And the fourth one is controlled and uncontrolled changes. Now let us see first slow and fast change. As per the name slow change, you can understand the changes which is taking place very slowly. It takes long time. The process of change will take long time. It is known as slow change. Example, rusting of iron. Yes, you can see outside if any iron substance is kept outside your house, you can see it will get rusted slowly by slowly. And then second example is changing of season. Yes, changing of season also takes some limited time period. And any other changes are there, examples are there. Now come to fast changes. It is a change that takes place in short time. Within a minute, within a second, this change will take place. For example, burning of a piece of paper and roasting of crackers. In the festival of Deepavali, you must have roasted the crackers. You have seen how quickly it bursts, how quickly the change occurs. And another example, burning of paper. When you burn a piece of paper, you can find it is burning very easily. And in a minute of time, it will change into ashes. Second is desirable and undesirable changes. Desirable changes. It is the change which are positive and what one wants. Means these changes we want to happen. They are desirable. Example, ripening of fruit and toasting a bread. Here you can see picture ripening of fruit. It is the season of mango, students, and you can very well see mango when you eat the ripened mango how tasty it is. So, and this change you want. You want that mango should get ripen and I should eat it. Coming to the next, it is undesirable changes. It is the change which are harmful or are of no use, such as over ripening or rotting of fruits and charring of bread, etc. These are undesirable. Nobody wants that the fruits get ripen, over ripen, rotten. Okay, this is undesirable change. Third is periodic and non-periodic change. Periodic change are those which occur at regular interval of time or keep repeating at regular interval. The best example is students, the school bell rings after each period. You must have realized that at certain time after certain time interval, your school bell will ring. Right? And you will be knowing that yes, our first period is over. And again, after same time interval, second bell will ring. You will understand, yes, our second period is over. So school bell, which rings after each period, it is an example of periodic change. And occurrence of day and night, which you observe daily. It is also an example of periodic change. Next is non-periodic change. Are those changes that do not depend on any fixed time and occurs at any time. For example, formation of rainbow and melting of ice, etc. Many more examples are there. Formation of rainbow. Whenever it rains, it is not necessary that rainbow will form. So formation of rainbow, it is uncertain. Sometimes rainbow is formed soon after it rains, sometimes it takes time. So in this way we can say that formation of rainbow is non-periodic change. And melting of ice. Melting of ice. It takes, in some cases when the ice cubes are very small, it will melt very fast, and when it is big, it will take some time to melt. So it is non-periodic. Next one is controlled and uncontrolled change. Controlled change are those change which can be supervised, managed, or guided by us. Example, pollution. It is in our hand how to manage the pollution. Okay, so it is a controlled change. Next is uncontrolled change. Are those change which we cannot control or supervise. Example, earthquake, tsunami, eruption of volcano. These all are uncontrolled change. This is not in our hand. We cannot supervise it. It is uncontrolled. It can happen anytime. Next, ways to bring about changes. First is changes due to heat. This is boiling and condensation. Yes, boiling means the rapid vaporization of liquid when it is heated to its boiling point. And condensation is the process of change of water vapor into liquid water on cooling. Second one is heating of metal. This is also one of the ways to bring about a change. Heating of metal. Metal like iron, gold, silver, etc. melts on heating. These molten metal, this molten metal can then be molded into different shapes and sizes. Here in this picture you can very well analyze that this ball, this metal ball. Earlier this metal ball, it was easy to pass from this ring. But after heating, when the ball became hot, after heating, you can see this metal ball, it got expanded and now it is not able to pass from this ring. So here we can understand that heating of metal also brings change. And the next one is freezing and melting. Freezing, the process in which liquid turns into solid when its temperature is lowered. This is also one of the process. And the next is melting, the process in which a solid converts to a liquid by applying it. These all are also the ways of to bring about change. Next is changes caused by pressure. Changes which are caused by applying pressure and they regain their original shapes when pressure is released. These changes are reversible and physical changes. Changes which is caused due to pressure, they are reversible and physical changes. Here in the picture you can see a ball which is with applying pressure, you can see its size changes, but when the pressure is released, it will get back to its original shape. This a physical change. Now, changes caused by mixing. Changes which can be brought about by mixing things. These changes can be both reversible and irreversible, physical and chemical. This is changes caused by mixing is both. Sometimes it can be reversed back by, for example, when we are mixing salt with water, salt get mixed up, and if we want to regain the salt, we want back the salt, what we will do, we will heat the liquid and we will get back, we can see the traces of salt in the pan or in the utensil in whichever which we have heated it. Okay? This also brings about change. This was all about your chapter, students, and it is the second part and the last part of your video, and your chapter is over. Soon I will be uploading the next video of the new chapter. Thank you, students.